Hey everybody, this is Nick Mayhew, three-time gold medalist and three-time world record holder, and you're listening to Power 98.5.
We don't play the social game. We are social. Power 98.5. You're listening to Power 98.5, powered by United Angels Dream, your number one resource for public relations, entertainment, and multimedia. Contact them today at unitedangelsdream.com.
Hi, this is Dan Aykroyd. He's progressive. He's beautiful. He's thoughtful. He's intelligent. He's powerful. He's positive. He is Steven Cuoco on Power 98.5 Satellite Radio.
Empowering listeners from the US to the UK. Live on air with Steven Cuoco.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. You are listening to Live on Air with Steven Cuoco on Power 98.5 Satellite Radio. I am glad I'm not in New York right now. I don't want to be dealing with the humidity out there, but I'm going to tell you, I'm currently in Las Vegas, finishing up working on some projects out here, doing my live interviews here. Big shout out to my team out in Manchester, UK for making all the greatness happen here on Power 98.5 Satellite Radio. I think, 108? We've been 111, 113, and I'm going to tell you, I normally can handle heat. Glad it's dry heat. But boy, this weather, I've been having to do my walks, my 2-mile walk / run late in the evening because, no, that sun is a killer. But on a good note, we're getting hydrated. We've got a lot of things coming up on Let Me Tell You with Lady T. Catherine with Catherine and Swain and Company is going to be back very soon. She is on vacation. We've got Alicia Pazzoni with Resilient You with Alicia Pazzoni this Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. A new show with her. Tune in, check the schedule, go to power985.com for more. You can download the iOS or Android app. Tune in on Alexa. We stream live on Live Radio FM, streamitter.com, Streama, and many others. 200 countries and counting. I'm very, very grateful for our listeners, supporters, those who love the shows that we offer, the information. Once again, we do not do fluff media. It's all about keeping it organic, real, and allowing the narrative and the content about the stars that we interview, from health and fitness to acting, producing, musicians, across the board, even fashion designers. We welcome everyone. So, go to power985.com, click the bottom tick in the right-hand side, send us a message, send some information over to our team. You can contact us at contact@power985.com. So, we are not going to take any more time. I know why you're all here. You heard the word. It's out. The whistle's been blown, and y'all came running. We've got Austin Aaron. He's an actor, and you best know him playing former Lakers big man Mark Landsberger in a new hit HBO series, Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty. Season 2, you can look forward to that. We're going to find out more from Aaron of what's happening with Season 2, how many episodes, if he even knows how many episodes we're in. We want more of Aaron. He's also known for 13 Reasons Why. We're going to find out more about that, the difference, and also the transition between these two shows. Aaron, welcome to Live on Air with Steven Cuoco. You're here.
Thanks for having me. That was a great intro.
Thank you. And, we had the opportunity to talk beforehand, and I want to thank everyone for being patient, for hanging in there. We like to get the talent settled in and just to go over certain things before we come on live. So thank you for waiting that minute or two. What's happening with you? Bring us up to speed. Now that season 1 is over with and done, we've got season 2 to look forward to, right?
Yes, yeah. Season 1 came out in March time, and I think we were releasing weekly on HBO, and it finished around first week of May. And then, we just got renewed for season 2 back in April. And just been down here. We've been basketball training every day with our phenomenal basketball trainer, Don Ravin, and just getting ready. We're gonna start filming in about a month or so, and get this thing rolling. So season 2 should be coming out sometime next year. But super excited about it.
One of the biggest things I'm going to say to you, and you're an incredible, with your look, you just look like you would be an attorney, somebody very, very powerful. But when we look more into it and see your Instagram and everything, you're really fit. So these basketball, trainings must be doing you well, even better. I'm assuming like not even being in a gym. Like how's this broken down?
Yeah, it's so much fun, but they want me to lose around 20 pounds for season 2, just because I played football at UC Berkeley up north, so I'm a football tight end type body originally. So it's to get into that basketball shape is a whole different ball game. So yeah, we're the 5 main cast basketball guys. We're all on meal plans and training every day for 3 to 4 hours with Edon, and then going to Warner Brothers and then getting more training there. So basically just trying to lose as much weight to look good when we have shirtless scenes or throughout basketball on the show. But it's fun to eat healthy again. I haven't eaten healthy since like college football, and that wasn't all that healthy. So this is it's a good time.
What is the type of food you eat? Honestly, I know you said, you had eaten healthy, you're eating healthy again, 3 hours worth of training. What is that? Are we looking at no oil, no carbs, reduced fat? What is the style like?
Yeah, so we have a guy named Chris Lockwood, who's just this incredibly talented, smart nutritionist that we have a part of our team. And he's got us on this thing called Zen diet. So it's minimal carbs, it's low sodium, small portions, a lot of high protein fish and turkey, and basically everything that the Magic Mike guys were on to get those like shredded abs and everything. That's what we're eating. So nothing that you really want to taste. It's very bland foods, but it gets the job done. I've already lost 8 to 10 pounds, and it's been a month of really getting after it. So it's my wife likes it too. I guess she thinks I'm in a little bit better shape. So but no like intense burgers or pizza or any of that, except for like one day a week we get a cheat day, which is really exciting.
Would you go back, or are you looking forward to that burger and those fries?
Hell yeah. Oh man, I had a burger last Sunday and it was the greatest thing ever from Cheesecake Factory. So, and it makes those really like high and trans saturated fat foods taste so much better when you're used to eating like, bland fish and broccoli every day. Mm-hmm. So, it makes you really crave those foods.
Well, I'm here on your Instagram right now. I wanted to take a look, see what your recent to updated physique looks like. I'm looking at the April 15th post. Really, how much? I mean, you seem to be a solid man, a solid guy. And I would say, is it realistic? Now, we're not going to go too deep into health, but I'm looking at, we all know where people's state of minds are. How a lot is starting to come out where bodybuilders are finally, from men and women, especially men, it used to be taboo, about sharing body dysmorphia. You are a incredible human being with a great sense and sensibility and spirit about you. Have you made it very clear, at least to yourself, that within this training and what you're doing, that you not only are emotionally and mentally going to accept and embrace who you are, but also at the same time pay very close attention to your mental health so that, even post filming, you're able to still love everything about yourself, even when you go back to that pizza and those burgers and everything else, and you may not be having that 8 or 6 pack anymore?
Wow, that's a great question. I was on a show previous to this called 13 Reasons Why on Netflix for 2 to 3 years. And so we dealt with some very, very intense issues and lot about anxiety, depression. I went through a lot of anxiety, mainly first 2 years in college when I was playing football every day on the team and just realized that I hated the game and I wanted to give it up. And I always had a dream about being an actor. So that's actually what got me into acting, is just hating football at the next level and realizing I wasn't as good as some of the other guys too. But yeah, no, it's tough. I mean, I've never dealt with body dysmorphia, but I know so many close friends that have. And yeah, it affects you, and it affects your mind when you're not eating healthy and just putting a bunch of crap in your body. So yeah, I can't even imagine, especially you got to take care of your body when you're in the off season, especially as an actor, when you're not, 99% of actors are not working at the time. So that's really when you got to take care of your bodies, when you're in the off season, when you're not filming every day, and your mind is going to go to, oh, am I meant for this industry? There's could be using my talent doing something else. So that's really when you got to take care of your body and make sure your mind and your body are at their best, I guess. But except I ate a lot of burgers in the off season too, so I'm not the best to talk about it. But yeah, eat healthy. It makes you feel good. I have never eaten this healthy in the past month or 2 months, and it's like my anxiety's gone, like plummeted, gone way down. So
really,
it really, really helps. Oh, big time.
So are you saying, because here's the thing, I've tried a lot of stuff. I've tried vegan.
Yeah.
I'm A positive type blood, so I usually eat to my blood type, so I can do fish and vegetables. What would you recommend? And I'm asking you this personally. When we think of Zen diet and everything else, do you think that it could overall help me? And before you answer, the reason why I'm asking is because I've reached a point in my life to where I used to be a 28 waist. Now I'm like between a 31 and 32, but I never thought, and I'm going to be honest, it messes with my head because now at my age, as you know, your bones and everything change. So I actually widen out in my upper chest part, in my ribs. Yep. And I'm just very different in a way. So I'm thinking to myself, can I realistically, and in a very healthy way, Aaron, reduce the body fat to maybe slim down slightly? I've also been told by a dietitian, you want to look and go by your clothes size because you will lose or reduce inches faster than pounds. So could this work for a person that basically kind of wants to get back to what they're used to with their body, or is this just too extreme, this Zen diet?
We're on a pretty extreme diet right now, but I mean, it takes out a lot of sodium. It takes out all trans saturated fats and really just simplifies your diet as much as possible. And, like I said, bland fish and chickens and high proteins. And we're also taking a bunch of like supplements as well. So one thing I've helped big time is I used to pop like ibuprofen all the time before training and after practice and everything, just because you get so sore from college football and even from last year when we started training and everything. But big thing that our nutritionist has said is these fatty fish oils supplements. I think it's like 2,000 milligrams or whatever. We've started to take those, and it totally reduces your inflammation and has basically the same effect as an ibuprofen or an Advil. So
really,
yeah, it's been, I've started taking those, and then with our multivitamins and everything, I've noticed a huge difference. But yeah, no, take out as much, eat as bland as possible, and then it's going to really make, like I said, make you want to crave those, the good things, but also don't like totally cut it out completely, because that's not realistic. And so yeah, I whatever works for you, but definitely cutting out the sodium and the trans fat and the saturated fat, that'll definitely help and make you feel a little bit better. And then also including with a lot of cardio and not like high intensity, like physical, weights and everything, but cardio is just crucial for losing weight.
What part, And we'll move on to the next topic. What part do you know of, or that's about this, that help reduce the anxiety? Is it because it's bland? Is it because of the sodium reduction?
Let's see. Honestly, a big part is you sleep better, because you're not. Anytime I eat bad, like I eat a burger, I eat pizza or whatever, I do not sleep well that night. If it's dinner, lunch, whatever. But when I'm eating healthy and I stick to our Zen diet, that's what we're supposed to stick to, I just sleep like a baby. So sleep is crucial for the next day and feeling good and everything. But that, and then I think the main part of my reduced anxiety ever since we started the diet is that I'm moving constantly. So not so much from the diet's helping like crazy too, but the fact that I've realized my body needs to move. I got COVID, I think, a month ago or something, and I didn't move for like 5 days, and my anxiety was really intense because I'm like, okay, your body needs to move, your mind needs to move, and that I found that helps me a lot. So just constant. I got this actually mini little trampoline in our house, me and my wife's house, and I jump on that thing and we watch, basketball, football, or The Office, Ted Lasso, or whatever, and I will just hop on this trampoline and it has made so much of a difference. So not a brand partnership or anything, or a influencer thing, but I absolutely love a mini trampoline, and I highly recommend it for anyone who has anxiety.
I was chuckling because I was thinking to myself, you're 6'1". You definitely
6'5".
Oh, you're 6'5".
Yeah.
All right. So I could end up chuckling even more, because it's like I'm sure you're probably like, whoa, to see you in person. Like you're larger than life. And I mean that through your spirit and through your smile and just the way you hold yourself. It's just very strong. And, it's almost like you stand, and like the photos you sent over to us, like, it's like, is your spine straight? It's like, you just know, or you give off this impression that you know yourself and your body so well. So the idea of you jumping on a trampoline and doing all of that, it's like you're tapping into the kid that's in you and doing something very different.
And it hits. So rebounding on a trampoline, it actually has about the same effect as running does with your whole body and your cardiovascular system. And it hits every single cell in your body when you're jumping on that thing. And my favorite part is, like, you absolutely cannot frown on a trampoline. I just like jumping on a trampoline. Yeah. That was just my best thing over the pandemic, is I would just hop on that thing because I couldn't really leave the house at all. And like I said, watch your favorite shows, and you just run through them, and you're getting amazing exercise. And like I said, I found myself, I'm like, wait, I am not frowning while on this thing, and I just feel so much happier. So anyone dealing with any anxiety, depression via trampoline, it will all be, no, it won't be gone, but it'll help a big time.
And get a poster of, of you and put that up and just look at it with your smile, and you'll be sure to be on there at least a half hour.
Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you. Bachelor's degree in sociology. Tell us more about that, and how are you utilizing your degree in your career?
How am I utilizing? I mean, I'm an actor, so probably not a ton, but I mean, no, sociology, I absolutely love that major, not only because I'm horrible at math and we didn't really have a whole lot of math for sociology. We wrote a lot of papers, but it's the study of how humans communicate with each other. And I think that's so crucial for acting is, people focus so much on the acting, but they don't focus on being a great actor. I like to say is, interacting with others and bringing other people up and helping them realize their goals too, and help them be better actors. So, I think a lot of actors, they focus on, just the craft and just acting, which is phenomenal. You got to have talent as well, but you also got to be a great professional and do your job and, bring others up, because 90% of acting is just hanging out backstage and, just enjoying each other's company and helping them out and helping them grow their careers as well. So, sociology helped me, interact with others and really bring them up, and I think it's helped big time. Even though I don't have like a social based career or whatever. I think it's helped like crazy.
When we think about you on that hit series, 13 Reasons Why, it's a drama thriller, and now Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty. Obviously, they're two highly different platforms, and in the narrative of what they're about. What have you found or learned about yourself, Austin, from having starred on 13 Reasons Why to now being on The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty?
Yeah. Let's see. 13 Reasons Why started. It was supposed to be one line on one of the episodes. I said "quiet freaks" for an episode in season 2, and production liked what I did, and they're like, "Hey, we heard you can play football," and I just came off, college football and everything. I was like, "Oh, of course." So they were like, "Okay, we wanted you to be the quarterback for an episode at the end of season 2." So did that, and then I got a call from my agent about 2 months later after season 2 wrapped. They're like, "Hey, they actually want to have you audition for season 3 and kind of see what your acting talent is." So I went in there, did a few monologues and improv and everything, and then found out a few months later that hey, we're writing you a character on the show. You're going to be Luke Holiday. You're going to be in all the episodes for season 3, and then all the episodes for season 4. It turned out. So yeah, they kind of just wrote me a character on the show, and I didn't really know what I was doing, to be honest. And I had acting coaches after that and started to develop a craft and everything. But I think a big thing I learned from that and Winning Time is just be a good person. Not even be nice. I mean, of course, be nice, but just be yourself. And I think people respond to that when they can tell that you're being genuine and not trying to be someone you're not. It sounds really cliche, but producers, directors, you name it, they want to work with people that they like to be around. So don't treat anyone any differently from the custodians or people setting up the set or crafty and everything. Treat them the same as your EPs or your directors. And I think good things happen when you're nice to people. So that's my 2 cents, I guess.
We cannot miss by saying congratulations to your marriage to Kristen Kiki Aaron. And
yes,
beautiful wedding.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Beautiful wedding. The photos, the people exclusive that you got, recognized for, you and Kristen with your wedding. It's glamorous, but it reminds me not maybe a little bit of old Hollywood, but it almost has like a Southern charm to it. There was something very magical to where when I was looking more into your feature, into people, it was very different. It's not Hollywood. It's a real wedding with real people, showing real love. It was almost as though when looking at the content, it's almost as if you guys forgot that there was a camera there.
Oh yeah, no, it was seriously the most magical day of our lives. We were college sweethearts. She was the cheerleading captain at Cal. I played football, so nice and cliche for you. But we had been together 5 years, actually 4 years, and over the pandemic, I'm like, okay, if we can handle each other in a 750 square foot apartment for a year, like just stuck in this thing, I'm like, let's just get married. So I didn't get, I proposed to her, and then a year later we got married in my hometown in Napa, this beautiful vineyard. And I'm a small town kid. She's a small town kid. She's from Merced, so in California. So it was just beautiful. We're both super family oriented. So it was just all our closest friends and family together, and like literally nothing went wrong on the day. I thought something was going to go wrong, but it was 75 degrees at the end of November, which just does not happen. So, it was perfect. And we're getting our little wedding like video back in a week, so I'm super hyped about that. But it was perfect. And we didn't I really know anyone else was there. It was just about us though. And when she came out, walking down with her dad, I was just bawling the whole time. You don't want to see some of those pictures because I am just absolutely crying like a baby. But yeah, it was magical. I highly recommend getting married to your best friend.
Now, you're not going stir crazy and feeling too trapped in a 700 square foot apartment, are you?
Oh no, we got cats, so they make it super interesting. We got one cat named Tigger and the other named Winnie, and they just are obsessed with us and follow us everywhere. And that's another thing for anxiety is get some cats because they will be right by your side for everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to say this, and I don't mean this in BS. I truly believe you and Kristen will do very well, not only as parents to your cats, but I really believe you're going to make great parents to children if you guys ever decide to have any.
Oh, her mom, every time they see a kid walking around, they're like, we want one of those. So yeah, we're probably about 2-3 years away from a kid, but we definitely want to be parents because we spoil the absolute hell out of our 2 cats. And every day before I go to training, my cat just yells at me, just meow, 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 wanting treats, and I give it to him because I will. But yeah, we can't wait to be parents one day because if we spoil our cats this much, I can't even imagine what we're gonna do to a full baby.
Yeah, and remember, it's a human being. So yeah, humans without some sort of structure and I don't know whether you want to call it rules or what. You don't want to have to suffer the consequences of an unruly child.
Oh no. I'll definitely be my wife is more type A, like, oh, do this. So she'll be she'll, I guess, be the hard ass, and I'll be the hey, you guys can have chocolate.
But I'm sure she'll forgive you more often than not.
Oh yeah, no, that's marriage.
Tell us about you are a co-founder. We're looking at is it Couple Grapes or
Couple of Grapes?
Couple of Grapes. Okay, tell us more about that.
Yeah, so that was a fun little project. We over the 2017. Oh no, this was last year, 2 years ago, when there was very intense fires in Napa, and a lot of the different wineries were getting super affected by it. They were either having their grapes totally burned or their entire wineries burned down. So I had a good following from 13 Reasons Why on social media, a decent following. So I wanted to help some of these wineries in my hometown get their wines out there and kind of get people to talk about them and know that they were there, that were affected by the fires, because they were just totally devastated at the time. So yeah, me and my wife just started making these little videos on Instagram where we would, taste some of their wines and everything and say our just horrible wine analysis. And yeah, and people enjoyed them. So we started to get different wineries reaching out like, hey, we would love you to make a video of you guys tasting our wine. So and so then I started bringing on, some of my celebrity friends and that are actors or professional athletes, whatever, and get them and their audiences to taste the wine and do like Instagram lives and everything. So we made this whole, Instagram page where we would just do bad wine tastings and talk about tannins and granulated sugar. And we had no idea what was going on, but we just wanted to, support these different wineries that were, really affected during tough fire year in 2019. So yeah, people loved our little banter back and forth with me and my wife. So yeah, we started Couple of Grapes, and yeah, eventually want to make our own wine under that label. We're actually talking to a winery right now about doing that. But yeah, that's probably a little down the road. But yeah, no, it's fun little experiment that we were doing.
I encourage you strongly, Austin. Please add into your wine ensemble when you and Kristen begin your business, and I hope you call it a Couple of Grapes, champagne, because I'm either a vodka or champagne drinker if I'm gonna have a go-to cocktail.
Oh, we are obsessed with. We love champagne too. It's just light. It's fun. It gets you feeling good real quick, and yeah, so we definitely will do that. Vodka's too aggressive. We will not do that. Kristen's Kristen's mom, that's her go-to drink, and yeah, we can't do that at all. We're a nice like glass of red on like a Friday night type.
Yeah, I say that because no matter what the wine may be, it just always makes me tired. Now, if I do champagne or vodka, like I can stay awake, but let's say if we're out to dinner, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to want to go home and go to sleep. I just cannot, for some reason, stay excited or hyper or wired or awake drinking any sort of wine. But I can get energy off of champagne and vodka.
Oh yeah, no. If you're gonna go out like I don't know, a premiere or whatever, you're gonna do tequila or vodka or something a little stronger. But yeah, wine is more of a chill and yeah, watch The Office or Ted Lasso and pet your cats type of thing, which is what we do pretty much every night.
Austin, I want to thank you for being with us today, live on air with Steven Cuoco on Power 98.5 Satellite Radio. Thank you to everyone for tuning in on the Alexa, the iOS and Android app, and all other platforms where you are listening to us 24/7, including our website, power985.com. Remember, you do not need to sign up for anything to download the app, to listen to the station on Alexa or anywhere else where it streams live on streamin.com, StreamEtter, Live Radio FM, MyTuner, and more. Austin, who would you like to give a shout out to?
Let's see. I would love to give a shout out to my parents, Darla and Justin. They're coming down from Napa, my hometown, right now, and they're going to visit me and my wife and our two cats in Marina Del Rey, because that's where we live now. So yeah, they're coming down. They're going to visit us, and we're going to take them around and show them our lives down in LA, because they haven't been down here, so we're super excited for them to come down.
That's awesome. And and I'm going to be honest, I did not look or to try to see if you were on TikTok, but what's the best go-to social media? Is it Instagram? I know you and I are connected on Instagram. Is it TikTok as well? Where would you like people to connect with you?
Steven, I have 23 followers on TikTok, and it's a picture of my cat is the profile picture. But I'm not following anyone, so I have 23 followers, so that ratio is probably pretty incredible. But and I've never posted one time, and I don't plan to post ever on TikTok. But
oh wow, are you verified?
Unless I make like a cat. I'm not sure why I'm not verified with 23 followers, but yeah, right. No, hopefully one day I might make a cat TikTok pretty soon. But yeah, Instagram, Austin Aaron, and then Twitter is Austin Aaron too. Those are the only two I use. But and Facebook occasionally when my grandma posts something.
Oh, and here's the thing. I don't know where other people stand. It's going to be interesting to know your point of view, Austin. I don't utilize Facebook the way I used to. It's more like keeping people who don't want to be bothered with the other social media platforms that are still interested. But I don't know where social media is at today. Just to find out from you, do you really have a lot of interest in it, or do you feel like it's more... It's better used for SEO purposes and just to do like a quick text or like a Twitter to say, here's what's going on, this is what I'm doing, and you just go back to living your life?
You everything's good in moderation, so just limit it as much as possible. I like moving and like being out and everything, so I try to not look at it as much as possible. However, it's very, very good business-wise, so there can be a lot, like over the pandemic when no actors were working and no jobs were available, I just started reaching out to brands, and they would get back to me like, yeah, we would love to do a partnership. So that actually got me through the time by not quitting acting a few years ago when, just reaching out on Instagram and being like, hey, you want to pay me to post about your litter box? And they were like, sure. So yeah, no, a lot can be done. And then I actually met Mark Landsberger, the actual guy that I play on the Lakers show. He reached out on Facebook, and he was like, hey, we would love to get in contact with you. So now we're really good friends and everything, and pretty damn cool. But yeah, definitely limit it as much as possible, because there's some bad parts to it for sure.
Well, you mentioned Facebook, so I'm shocked. See, if you weren't on Facebook, maybe Mark would not have gotten a hold of you, but he picked Facebook as a way to get a hold of you.
he actually reached out to my wife and was like, "Hey, could you reach out to Austin?"
Seriously?
So yeah, it was great.
Oh, wow.
I switched. Yeah, no. So that's the good part of Facebook, and then you know, responding to your grandma's or mom's, you know, posts that don't make a ton of sense or whatever. Those are fun to look at as well.
Awesome. Well, Grandma and Kristen and everyone else, big shout out to your family, your wife, and what are your cats' names?
Winnie and Tigger. We're the biggest Disney fans ever. And yeah, they're beautiful felines. They sleep with us on the bed every night. Beautiful cats. And I will be making their TikTok right when we get off the interview.
Seriously, do it. That would be awesome. And would you consider posting that on Instagram or no? Or at least
Probably.
an Instagram story. Yeah.
I just TikTok. I don't want to make videos of myself. I just it just doesn't feel right. But yeah, cats. I'll make as many videos. Those are the only videos I have on my phone are just cat videos running around and them just being felines. And yeah, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that.
I'm not saying this to be facetious, Austin, but you do that, I'm going to tell you those TikTok animal profiles, watch, you're going to end up having a verified account and have 2 million followers in 48 hours.
Just how you draw it up. Better than 23 followers.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. I mean, the next time you talk about your TikTok, you do that, it will not be a surprise. Your account gets verified and you got 2 million followers in 48 hours. That happens. Why it's not happening to my TikTok account, I have no idea. But I am confident it will happen with yours.
Great. I'm super hyped for that.
All right, Austin, thank you again. Is there anything you want to share before we close out?
Yeah, be nice and hug your parents. That's my one message to the people, I guess. And yeah, have a great weekend.
Thank you so much, Austin. Austin, we appreciate you. Thank you for being with us today on Live on Air with Steven Cuoco on Power 98.5. Yes, I caught that little tongue twister there. I'm having some coffee. I usually do beforehand, but now I'm having it, taking a little bit of break, changing things up. And I'm going to look more into that Zen diet. Maybe you should too. Talk to your dietitian, talk to your, practitioner or whatever. If you're thinking about making changes, do it the healthy way. And yeah, have a great weekend. I believe it's Friday coming up already. Remember, this episode with Austin Aaron is going to air 2 p.m. Eastern Time on power985.com. Friday, tomorrow, July 15th. And we've also got Resilient You with Alicia Pizzoni, Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And then we're going to have Let Me Tell You with Lady T. She's still sorting out exactly what her topic point's going to be this week. She did have a special guest, but we're going to be putting that on the following week. Who is an Olympian. So yeah, thank you for tuning in with us and being with us today. Hope you have a great afternoon. Take it easy.
Friend us on your socials and let's connect.